I'm Aniket Singh and my project topic is Book My Cinema. Book My Cinema is an online movie, event and show booking website in which users book ticket for currently running and upcoming movie shows with easy to use interface and secure connection. It majorly covered all the theatres and cinema hall in 5 county regions, that is Dublin, Galway, Limerick, Waterford, Cork and approximately 11 cinema hall are covered. Now I'm going to demonstrate the functionalities of my project. So this is the homepage of my project which describe about the brief history of the Irish cinema. Now we log in into the web page. So here we are going to get the registration page and the login page. So if we click on the register, we'll get one form in which we have to fill some details. But as we are existing user, we are not going to register. We will directly log in. In order to book a ticket, we need to provide our credentials and then we can log in. Here the username and password is validated. Unauthorized user won't be able to log in. If we click on movies, in order to book a movies, we have to click on book movies. Here we'll get one empty page and then we have to fill some details. That details are like county, theater, movie, date, etc. For example, we select Dublin. In Dublin, which theater that we want to go, that is this. Then we have to select which movie that we want to see. Let's take an example of Wonder Woman. Then we have to give the date, which date that we want to go. For example, 31st December. Here we are seeing the description about that movie and its poster. For example, we want to book 2 tickets. We'll go to the cart for a checkout. Here we are in the cart list. We can remove that and we can continue booking and we can go to checkout list. So now we can check out. See, here we have we need to fill some information like first name, last name, email address and etc. So the first name is okay, last name is email, then some address, city, then state, zip code and phone number. Then we'll go for proceed billing. Now once we click the proceed billing, we need to fill some information about our payment like which card that we are using and its expiry date and card number. So yeah, this. Here we can cancel booking and continue booking, but we are going to confirm our booking. Once we do this, we'll get a confirmation and our ticket has been booked. Now we'll see some more features like if we click on the theater, we'll see how many theaters in that five counties we have. These are the list of counties and these are the theaters. If we click on the movies, there is a movie review. We can click on the check a movie review also. In that we will see the genre of the movies. These are the genre of movies and its rating, grades, description and the name. If we click on the about, we'll get contact us information in which there is information about founder and the contact detail. Now if we click on the management and then we can click on the change review. Here we are a normal user, so we won't be able to do any changes because only admin can change anything because admin has an authority to do any changes. Now we'll move to the next part. Q&A session. What methodology and technology that I have used in my web application? The methodology that I have used is Agile. Agile is an iterative based software development approach where software is broken into various iterations or sprints. Every iteration has phases. For example, requirement gathering, designing, development, testing, deployment, review and launch. The main advantage of dividing the project in a different part is after release of each part, developer will get some feedback from the user and necessary changes are made into the application along with some new features. However, this entire process is repeated until the desired software quality is achieved. There are multiple advantages of Agile. First one is because of high customer involvement, we receive feedback quickly and make decision on the fly. Second, there is less risk since your work output is reviewed at every stage. Third, by making our project in bits and pieces, we can learn more from each iteration. Fourth, there is a lot of trial and error involved, but for the most of the part, we are still focusing on high quality development, testing, and collaboration. The technology that I have used is ASP.NET with Microsoft Visual Platform. The main reason behind choosing this platform is a technology is independent of language selection. We can choose any language that we want as per our convenience. Secondly, visual representation by Microsoft Visual Studio, which makes coding easy and understandable. For example, if I go to the toolbar and select button and just doing drag and drop, it creates a button for me, and at the back end button class is created. And once I will click the button, it will open some event which is associated with that button. Now moving to the next part, question number 2. What security measure that I have used in my secure application? There are several security that I have used. For example, HTTPS, encryption, SHA-256, input validation, prevention against SQL injection, session hijacking, then clickjacking, CSRF, HSTS. Now we'll move each part one by one. So see here we can see I have enabled HTTPS, which runs on localhost port number 443. Now we'll look to the certificates. See here we have a certificates and fingerprints of SHA-256 and HTTPS. Now we'll move to the rest of the part. In the master page, see if we go there, here we have some tokens enabled, which is used to protect against CSRF attack. On this master database also we have enabled CSRF protection. On the web.config, there are plenty of security things. For example, to mitigate against clickjacking, we have enabled Xframe option with the same origin policies. Then HSTS in order to forcefully log in with HTTPS URL. Then we have prevention against ME attack, so that we have enabled Xconnect type options. HSTS, we have strict transport security policies enabled. Now we have something for session hijacking. Here we have enabled authentication mode forms and timeout is 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, even if someone steals our cookie, it is going to be expired. Moving to the next part. Now, which secure coding guideline standard and secure design principle that I had followed. So, OWASP.10 is the best practice to follow. It basically covers top 10 critical attacks and its mitigation strategies. In my case, I went through more vulnerabilities via use of different tools of scanning like Acunetics and OWASP 10, ZepProxy and CodeGripper. And then to mitigate those vulnerabilities, I followed metrics provided by OWASP. Apart from that, the use of SDLC, which is nothing but System Development Lifecycle. OWASP has many things that we can follow, like proper input validation, follow password criteria, use parameter queries wherever required. These are the secure coding guidelines and standard that I had followed with the help of OWASP. The final part, which testing strategies and implementation that I have done in my application. For example, I read lots of web development strategies which says the common mistake the normal new developer can do. I connected with the few communities on Stack Overflow, GitHub, HackerRank to learn more about developing good strategies during the development of web application. And there is one more strategy which is learn from our mistake that we have done and do not repeat that mistakes again. And static and dynamic testing along with the manual code review is a good strategy that I followed and implemented in my project. So for that, I have given the source code of my project to one of my classmates, Chaitanya, to review, and I have got plenty of inputs from him. And these are the testing strategies with the help of different tools and manual review I had followed in my project. That's all. Thank you.